All to me, Smigos, the Impossible Migos. My name is Taffrey16, and welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 212. It is Sunday, or maybe Saturday if you're watching us daily on Patreon. For those that don't know, the Patrons have the option to watch these, as well as the reaction videos up to a day early, sometimes more, and get your name in the video description as well. With all that being said, though, let's go ahead and read some more comments. A dark comedy starring Dawn from Gavin and Stacey, Julia Davis, instantly makes me think of Nighty Night. Ness is in it too. Pretty sure you'd recognize the entire cast from shows that you've watched at that point. You know, I think I've been told about that show before, but I don't think I've done any research. No Time Like the Present. Let's see. Nighty Night, BBC black comedy starring Julia Davis. First broadcast January 6, 2004 on BBC Three. Notorious for its dark humor, the show follows narcissistic sociopath Jill Tyrell, there it is, alongside her moronic personal assistant, which is Ruth Jones. Jill learns that her husband Terry has cancer. He uses this to manipulate his new neighbor Kathy, who suffers from MS, and his husband, Dr. Aman, who Jill will become increasingly obsessed. Okay, that's an interesting preview right there. 2 series, 12 episodes, BBC Three, Baby Health Productions. Angus Deaton's in this show too? Wow, okay. Yeah, this might be something to look into. Maybe turn Friday Night Dinner into a monthly series. You've already watched a few episodes, loving the content. Well, Friday Night Dinner's a weird one because I found a couple episodes on YouTube, and I think there's a couple episodes where the copyright is different, where it's not blocked in the UK. So there's a select number that I could get on YouTube, so it'd be a weird show to do in order, but if I jumped around I could do. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. Love channel, bro. Your vids always give me a smile. Keep it up. I appreciate it. If you, I know it's ages away, but you consider doing Tiffany 2 at Christmas as your first reaction was great, and also a lot of actors you recognize. That's actually on the list for this Christmas. Yes, someone got me a copy of the movie last Christmas, just in case. I really jam-packed the end of December, but I didn't have a chance to fit that in. But it's in the folder, and it's on the list for this coming Christmas. I love the hair. I really want a reaction about the headband one day. Well, I could do a reading your comments about the headband. Here, let's see. Let's see. This is how long my hair is at this point. My shampoo smells nice, actually. That's good to know. I got new shampoo, and my hair's long enough I can smell my own shampoo, which is weird but also helpful. I may make a suggestion for a monthly series last summer. Why? As I think you've only done 1 series out of 30. Yeah, that's probably a good one. I mean, even doing that by series, that show would take me like 2.5 years. If I did a series a month of that show, it would still take me 2.5 years to do it. So, yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Happy Valley is a really good watch. You know, somebody actually used their channel points request to request the entire first series of Happy Valley. I don't know when we're doing that, but we will be. Go for an afro? Unfortunately, and as you can see, my hair doesn't really go that way. I think I need curls for an afro, so yeah, I don't think that's happening. I love Blackpool. As good as Tennant is, I thought David Morrissey was outstanding as Ripley. He was really good. He was incredible, because like I hated that character. I'll tell you what, if you make a character somebody can hate, you know, you're doing a good job. And I hated him like in a good way, you know, like he was effective at being, you know, a villain type way. There was a couple things I didn't agree with, like trying to gain sympathy for him, but at the same time, he was a complicated character, because he was an outright awful person, but he was a really good father. Overall, I agree. He was very good. Not the first time Tennant and Parrish have appeared on screen. She was the Empress of the Arachnus in Doctor Who: The Runaway Bride. Was she really? I mean, was she like just a voice and it was CGI, or was she wearing makeup? Actually, I don't entirely remember what the Empress of the Arachnus. Let me see here. I kind of remember what you're talking about. Okay, yeah. She was red and she had the multiple. Yeah, that is her, huh? Yeah. Wow, that prosthetic looks like it was hell to wear. Oh, actually, here we go. Sarah Parrish recalls uncomfortable Doctor Who, but would return. Yeah, I imagine that prosthetic was uncomfortable. Good God. Tennant was seen in Blackpool by one of the producers of Doctor Who then phoned Russell T Davies telling him they'd just seen his new Doctor. That makes a lot of sense, honestly, because a lot of his characteristics in Blackpool, he very much did carry over. Children of Earth, which is the next miniseries of Torchwood, I hope is coming up in your reaction list. Easily one of the best things in the entire Doctor Who universe. If you like dark and mature fiction, you'll like it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things, and if the writing goes in the same direction they went in Series 2, then I have high hopes for it. So the way we're doing this, in case you didn't know, is we're doing Doctor Who season 4 this month. It was supposed to be Torchwood series 4 was supposed to be last month, but I got a little overcrowded at the end of February. But we're doing Doctor Who series 4 this month, and the plan is Sarah Jane series 2 in April, and then Torchwood Children of the Earth would be in May. James Masters was always great in the series. I'm surprised you didn't recognize him when he first showed up. Maybe you've never watched Buffy. Great to see Marva again. Anyway, great reactions. Looking forward to tomorrow. You know, I never thought I haven't been upfront and clear about this, so I guess maybe I should be. I have never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know what it is. I've maybe seen an episode or two, but that's one interesting thing, because, like, you know how sometimes certain people who aren't in certain countries assume that certain countries have done certain things. Everyone in certain countries done a thing. Everyone seems to assume that I've watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I haven't. I'm not familiar with the show that much at all, but everyone assumes I've watched it. The actor who played the soldier in Torchwood, the reason he recognized him because he's the older brother of Matthew Lewis, who's now vlog. Okay, you know, see, that's who I thought it was. When I looked him up during the episode, I'm like, oh no, it's not who I thought it was. I thought that's who it was. I didn't know it was his brother, though. That makes... They look a lot alike, so yeah, that makes perfect sense. If you haven't watched the Torchwood episodes yet, this next comment has major spoilers, so I'll give you a couple seconds to fast forward ahead in the video. Have you done it yet? Still sitting here? If you still sit here, you're gonna get spoilers for it if you haven't watched already. No? Still here? Okay, I warned you. I will say I love Day and Death. Not many shows showcase what it's like to be brought back to life. I thought they did a great job with Owen's return, showing it's not all sunshine and rainbows to be brought back to life after dying. Owen went through such great character development. Bern Gorman is a fantastic actor. Looking forward to see what you think of Series 3. You know, again, I was blown away by his development, because I never in a million years thought I would end up liking that character in any form or fashion, because in the first series, he was just the worst. Like, he was just the worst. And it's really down to just how poorly written the first series was. But man, they pulled him, I've said it a million times, but they pulled him out of the mud. They really pulled him out of the mud. And they did great by him. And I'm really happy for him. If they ever bring Torchwood back, they should have Taff as a background character, just shouting all the other characters' shitty decisions and behavior from behind a desk full of files about alien stuff. I'm down for it, honestly. Hit my line. Still Game and Only Fools and Horses are really good at blending seriousness and comedy. They are. And in terms of, like, comedy shows I watch that have serious elements, they might be the two best I've seen as far as doing that. Like, I've seen shows that are good serious moments, obviously, but they're serious shows. They're not serious shows, mainly, but when they have to pull out a hard-hitting moment, they really don't miss. Found your channel for the Still Game reactions. I like the new double feature, as now you're doing it in order. Glad to see you're enjoying a show I grew up with. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the double feature thing going, because I think just doing one longer video, I don't know. Personally, I think doing one longer video is better than doing two videos. That's what I think, because usually uploading them on the same day, I've noticed have kind of affected both of them. Like, they both don't do quite as well with two videos uploaded on the same day. But I mean, if I merge them together, maybe they will. I didn't know Alan Carr's game show was essentially not running anymore. I actually really love the show. It's a great concept with always a fun payoff. Yeah, I mean, he's out as of 2 weeks ago. He's going to the BBC, but I really enjoyed it, and maybe they should consider replacing him with somebody and keeping it going. I can't be the only person in the world who realized Lee Mack would be the perfect Bullseye host. I would watch that, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I definitely watch that. Episode 5, Vash of Ashes, when Alex tells Marcus to see a doctor about his rash, it's because she knows likely HIV/AIDS. Okay. That, you know, I didn't want to say. That's kind of what I figured it was. It was more of an assumption. I didn't want to say, because it'd be kind of awkward to be wrong about that. Just, you know, assume, oh, the gay guy has AIDS, you know, but if that's actually what it was, it makes sense. Your reaction to that twist at the last episode, Ashes is Chef's Kiss, very similar to mine. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to spoil what it was in case you haven't watched it yet, but there was a million ways I envisioned that ending. That was not one of them. Like, it made a lot of sense, but, like, holy shit, that was out of nowhere. Episode 2 of Ashes, Spotty Jeffrey Dahmer is also Lance Corporal Simon Langley of Bluestone 42. Really? That's the same guy, huh? What did he look like? What is he? Oh, no, I'm trying to envision him, actually. I remember what it looks like. Yeah, wow. I guess I can see it now, but man, I never would have guessed that at the time. I love Pappy's very funny sketch group, and their podcast is great, but they did have such a bad run on TV. People hated them because they weren't web, and Baldwins didn't quite work to their own admission these days. Maybe I should watch it. Maybe it's been a while since we've done a good old controversial reaction, huh? That might not be a bad one to do. Thought about watching Taskmaster 1 through 12 is on YouTube, and 13 is being uploaded right now, as long as you don't watch the US version. You know, I've gone for this, I've done the skimmed version of the story a couple times recently, but I'll do the long version. For those of you who don't know, I've done free episodes of Taskmaster all time. You can find them all on Dailymotion. They were all on YouTube previously. At some point during Taskmaster's development, I believe they switched from Channel 4 to Dave, and at that point, the copyright holder switched from Lil Dot Studios to Avalon. Avalon copyright struck me and gave me 2 strikes and took down 2 of the free Taskmaster videos. I deleted the 3rd one before they could strike me on it. And basically, if you get 3 copyright strikes, your channel's deleted. Luckily, I messaged them and they removed the strikes. But because of that, very much we have an understanding that I will not attempt to put that show on YouTube anymore. You know, they made the message loud and clear there. So I'm open to doing more Taskmaster, but it will be on either OneHub or Dailymotion. Alright, y'all, let's get into it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. The comments in this video were pulled from the following. Reading Your Comments 211 last week. Blackpool, the complete series. Torchwood, first half and second half. Basically complete series 2. They were 2 different videos, though. Still Game 29 and 30. Alan Carr's Epic Game Show, the complete first series of Ashes to Ashes, and Great Movie Mistakes. If you want a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments, the videos to comment on are as follows. This video, the reaction that came out yesterday, which was British Empire double feature. The reaction video comes out tomorrow, tomorrow is Monday. The videos that come out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are the videos to comment on if you want a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments. That is it for me, Lado. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, though. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch where I stream every single day, my second channel, free 16 views, my Twitter, if you want to follow me, my Patreon, if you want to support me here, or my Dailymotion, all those things are in the video description down below, as well as the Twitch Files channel and the community Reddit. Thank you to all my patrons who are also named in the video description. If you didn't know, you can be a patron me for as little as $1 or £1. And dishing your name down there, you also get extra reaction videos as well as read comments up a day early, sometimes more. Recently it's been less than a day early, actually. It's been like 10 hours early, but I'm trying to fix that. I've been playing catch up with myself, doing all these complete series, but we're done with complete series for probably the next couple weeks, and then we'll do more at the end of the month, but I'm having a chance to reset, so thank you for the patrons for being patient with me, and stuff will be on there earlier, starting probably this week. But with all that being said, though, my name is Taff16. It's been another episode of Reading Your Comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.